Joe Scarborough is living the dream. A former congressman turned media powerhouse, he commands a staggering net worth of $25 million and earns a massive $8 million annually as the face of Morning Joe. His life is one of influence, wealth, and luxury. But how did he get here? How did a small-town lawyer transform into one of the most powerful voices in American media? Scarborough's Connecticut mansion is a masterpiece of elegance and wealth. Sitting in one of the most exclusive areas near New York City, this estate boasts breathtaking architecture, high-end finishes, and stunning interiors that showcase his success. From handcrafted white oak floors to designer lighting and custom iron railings, every detail screams sophistication. The gourmet kitchen, fitted with state-of-the-art appliances, is nothing short of a chef's paradise. The house is designed to capture sunrises and sunsets, bathing the rooms in natural light, making it the perfect retreat for someone constantly in the public eye. And then there's his Jupiter, Florida estate. This $3,900,000 waterfront property is the definition of luxury coastal living. It spans over 4,800 square feet, with French windows opening onto stunning river views. Inside, a two-story family room, a grand fireplace, and an open loft create an atmosphere of both comfort and opulence. Outside, a resort-style saltwater pool and a private boat dock allow Scarborough to enjoy the ocean breeze, away from the chaos of the news cycle. His car collection is just as impressive, from the powerful Chevrolet Suburban built for comfort and presence to the ultra-luxurious Mercedes-Benz S-Class. His choice of vehicles reflects both practicality and high status. But perhaps most striking is his classic Ford Mustang, a symbol of American muscle and timeless power. Scarborough's lifestyle is a reflection of decades of hard work, strategic moves, and reinvention, but this wasn't handed to him. His journey was anything but ordinary. He went from a small-town attorney to a congressman, then made an unexpected leap into broadcasting, where he became one of the most influential political commentators of his time. His path was filled with risky decisions, controversy, and unexpected turns. How did he leap from politics to television? How did he turn himself into a multi-millionaire media mogul? And what secrets lie behind his massive success? But before we dive into his wealth and assets, let's take a look at the fascinating story behind his rise to fame. Joe Scarborough's journey to success didn't begin in television studios or the halls of Congress. It started in the small, shifting landscapes of the American South. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1963, Scarborough's early life was one of constant change. His family moved frequently, spending time in Mississippi, New York, and finally settling in Pensacola, Florida. These early experiences shaped his ability to adapt, something that would become key to his future success. But Scarborough wasn't just a student of politics. He was also an artist at heart. His love for music led him to play in a band called Dixon Mills, where he recorded albums and explored his creative side. He even wrote a musical about televangelists called The Gospel According to Esther, which gained recognition when it was performed at the University of Alabama and later at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. This artistic background gave him a unique perspective, one that would later set him apart as a media personality. Despite his passion for the arts, Scarborough chose a more traditional path. He graduated with a degree in history from the University of Alabama in 1985, followed by a law degree from the University of Florida in 1990. Law seemed like a logical next step, and he quickly built a career in Pensacola, Florida, handling a range of legal cases. It was during these years that Scarborough's deep interest in politics began to surface. His first major political stand came in 1993, when a proposed 65% property tax increase threatened homeowners in Pensacola. Seeing an opportunity to make a difference, he led a petition drive to stop the tax hike, rallying residents and proving his ability to mobilize public support. This bold move caught attention. Suddenly, Scarborough was more than just a lawyer, he was a political figure. In 1994, he took his biggest leap yet, running for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives. The political climate was shifting, and Scarborough's conservative views resonated with voters in Florida's 1st District. He won by a landslide, becoming a key figure in the Republican wave that swept across the country that year. His victory marked the start of a career in national politics, where he quickly aligned with Contract with America, a Republican agenda aimed at tax cuts, government reform, and reducing federal power. Scarborough's influence in Congress grew rapidly. He was a strong conservative voice championing policies that limited government intervention and promoted economic growth. His political future seemed bright. He had won re-election easily in 1996, 1998, and 2000, proving his hold over his district was unshakable. But just as his career in Washington was reaching new heights, he made a move that shocked everyone. Joe Scarborough had built a powerful career in politics. He was a rising conservative leader, winning elections with ease and shaping policy in Washington. But in 2001, everything changed. Just months into his fourth term, Scarborough made an announcement that stunned the political world. He was resigning from Congress. The official reason? He wanted to spend more time with his family. But was that the full story? Speculation swirled. Some believed burnout had set in after years of intense political battles. Others whispered about personal controversies that may have pushed him to step away. And then some saw his exit as a carefully planned strategy, a move to position himself for something even bigger. Whatever the reason, Scarborough didn't vanish from public life. Instead, he made a calculated pivot, one that would eventually make him even more influential than he had ever been in Congress. His first step into media was the Florida Sun, a weekly newspaper focused on local politics, business, and community issues. It was a small but telling move, signaling that Scarborough wasn't done shaping public opinion. But print journalism was just the beginning. In 2003, he made his television debut with Scarborough Country on MSNBC, stepping directly into the world of political commentary. It was a bold leap, one that many politicians had failed to make. Could he transition from making laws to critiquing them? At first, many doubted him. Would audiences take him seriously as a journalist, or see him as just another ex-politician looking for attention? But Scarborough had something others didn't: insider knowledge of how Washington worked. He wasn't just another TV host. He had lived the political battles he was now covering. His sharp analysis and willingness to challenge both parties gave him an edge. People started watching. His name grew. Then came the moment that changed everything: Hurricane Katrina. In 2005, the deadly storm devastated the Gulf Coast, and the government's slow response turned into a national scandal. Scarborough was on the ground, witnessing the destruction firsthand. He didn't hold back. He called out the failures of the Bush administration, labeling the response a national disgrace. His raw, emotional reporting cut through the noise. Viewers saw something different: a former politician willing to call out those in power, even those on his side. This was the moment that cemented Scarborough's credibility. He was no longer just a former congressman on TV. He was a journalist, a watchdog, a voice for the people. With momentum on his side, Scarborough was about to make his biggest move yet. By 2007, Joe Scarborough had already built a strong presence in television, but he was about to step into something far bigger. MSNBC was looking for a new kind of morning show, something fresh, unscripted, and dynamic. Traditional news programs followed strict formats, carefully planned segments, and polished deliveries. But audiences were changing. They wanted raw conversations, real debates, and a show that felt like an ongoing political discussion rather than a pre-planned broadcast. And Scarborough was the perfect person to lead it. He was hand-picked to create what would soon become Morning Joe. From the beginning, it was clear this show was going to be different. Instead of scripted segments and rehearsed lines, Morning Joe thrived on free-flowing discussions. It was fast, unpredictable, and filled with heated debates, making it an instant hit. Scarborough's energy, combined with the sharp insights of Mika Brzezinski, made the show stand out. Their on-air chemistry, sometimes playful, sometimes tense, became one of the defining features of the program. Audiences didn't just tune in for the news, they tuned in for the dynamic between the hosts. Morning Joe quickly became the go-to show for political insiders. It wasn't just watched by everyday viewers. It was on screens in government buildings, inside the White House, and even on military jets. Lawmakers, journalists, and political analysts all paid attention to the discussions on Morning Joe, knowing that the topics debated on the show often shaped the national political conversation for the day. Scarborough was no longer just reporting on politics, he was helping to define it. His influence didn't stop there. Scarborough expanded into radio, conducted high-profile interviews, and made appearances on major entertainment platforms. He wasn't just a TV host, he had become one of the most influential voices in political media. Morning Joe was no longer just a show, it was a cultural force. But what happens when success on screen spills into real life? The story gets even more interesting. For years, audiences watched Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski exchange sharp political insights, challenge guests, and occasionally bicker on live television. Their chemistry was undeniable. Was it just great television, or was there something more? Rumors swirled for years, with fans and media insiders speculating about the true nature of their relationship. Were they just co-hosts, or was there a deeper connection off-camera? In 2017, the speculation ended. During a romantic getaway to France, Scarborough proposed, confirming what many had suspected all along. The engagement made headlines worldwide. Their relationship wasn't just another workplace romance, it was a high-profile union between two of the most influential figures in political media. In an industry built on competition and shifting alliances, they had managed to build something personal and lasting. A year later, they tied the knot in a small, private ceremony in Washington, D.C. But this wasn't just any wedding. The event was officiated by U.S. Representative Elijah Cummings, adding a historic and political touch to the moment. Their marriage wasn't just about love, it was about partnership, both in life and in the world of media. With their personal and professional lives now fully intertwined, Morning Joe took on a new energy. Viewers weren't just watching political debates, they were watching the dynamics of a real-life power couple unfold in real time. The show became more engaging, more personal, and even more compelling. At times, their differing views created tension. Other times, their unity in breaking down major political events made their presence even stronger. The blurring of personal and professional lines only made the show more authentic. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. Working with your spouse on live television 5 days a week in a high-stress news environment is no easy task. They faced scrutiny, criticism, and the pressure of balancing marriage, media influence, and the ever-changing political landscape. Yet, through it all, they remained at the top of their game. Morning Joe continued to set the tone for political discussions in America, shaping how millions viewed elections, policies, and world events. Together, they didn't just report the news, they influenced it. Their insights shaped political discourse, election narratives, and media trends, making them one of the most powerful duos in modern journalism. While their love story captivated audiences, Joe's lifestyle off-camera is just as fascinating. Joe Scarborough doesn't just live, he lives in style. His wealth is reflected in the grandeur of the homes he owns, each one a statement of success, luxury, and meticulous design. His Connecticut mansion, worth over $3 million, is a perfect blend of classic elegance and modern sophistication. Nestled in one of the most exclusive neighborhoods outside New York City, this home exudes both power and prestige. The moment you step inside, the attention to detail is striking. The natural white oak floors stretch across the vast living spaces, their warmth complemented by custom wrought iron railings that wind up the grand staircase. Designer lighting fixtures add a glow of understated luxury, casting soft reflections against the exquisite limestone accents. Every corner of the mansion is designed to impress, but it's the gourmet kitchen that steals the show. Equipped with top-of-the-line Sub-Zero refrigerators, dual dishwashers, and a stunning 43-inch Lacorne cooktop, this is where craftsmanship meets culinary excellence. Whether hosting a lavish dinner party or enjoying a quiet morning, the kitchen is a masterpiece of both form and function. But what makes this mansion truly special is its flawless use of natural light. The home is built to capture the golden glow of sunrise and the fiery colors of sunset, creating an ever-changing atmosphere that shifts with the day. Floor-to-ceiling windows open up to breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape, ensuring that Scarborough's home feels like a private retreat from the fast-paced world of television and politics. And then, There's his Florida estate, a $3,900,000 waterfront paradise in the upscale enclave of Jupiter. If Connecticut is about elegance, then Florida is about relaxation. This 4,800 square foot property is built to embrace the beauty of coastal living. French windows line the walls, allowing sunlight to flood the space and offering uninterrupted views of the serene water. The two-story family room is both grand and welcoming, featuring a majestic fireplace that serves as the heart of the home. Upstairs, the master suite is pure indulgence, with double closets, a spa-inspired bathroom, and a private balcony overlooking the tranquil waters. The outdoor space is where this mansion truly shines. The saltwater pool, surrounded by a marble patio, creates a luxurious, resort-like atmosphere. Lush greenery and tropical palms provide privacy, while a private dock equipped with a boat lift ensures that Scarborough can set sail at a moment's notice. Whether it's a quiet evening under the stars or a day spent on the water, this home is the epitome of refined coastal luxury. But Joe's wealth isn't just tied to real estate, his car collection is equally jaw-dropping. Joe Scarborough's wealth isn't just reflected in his real estate, it's also parked in his garage. His car collection is a mix of power, luxury, and classic American heritage, carefully selected to match his high-profile lifestyle. Each vehicle tells a story, representing his journey from politics to media dominance. And just like his career, his cars are a blend of modern sophistication and timeless prestige. First in his lineup is the 2025 Chevrolet Suburban, a full-size SUV that is as commanding as it is practical. With its powerful V8 engine, spacious interior, and state-of-the-art safety features, it's a vehicle built for both comfort and dominance on the road. Whether navigating city streets or heading to his Connecticut mansion, the Suburban is Scarborough's go-to for long commutes and security. Its massive frame and advanced driver assist technology make it the perfect choice for someone constantly on the move, ensuring a smooth ride while exuding a presence that demands attention. Then comes the 2025 Mercedes-Benz S-Class, a car that defines luxury. This ultra-luxurious sedan is a masterpiece of engineering, designed for those who expect nothing but the best. Inside, hand-stitched leather seats, ambient lighting, and an AI-powered infotainment system create an experience that feels more like a private jet than a car. The S-Class is Scarborough's statement of success, blending elegance with unmatched comfort and cutting-edge technology. With adaptive suspension and noise-canceling features, every drive feels effortless, whether it's a quick ride to the studio or a long highway trip. But no collection is complete without a nod to the past, and Scarborough's classic Ford Mustang is exactly that. This isn't just a car, it's a symbol of American muscle, power, and rebellion. With its roaring engine, sleek design, and old-school charm, this Mustang isn't just about transportation, it's about making a statement. A car that has stood the test of time, much like Scarborough himself, it represents his deep-rooted connection to American culture and history. His garage isn't just a collection, it's a reflection of his evolution from congressman to media mogul. But despite his wealth and influence, there's one thing money can't buy: legacy. Joe Scarborough's journey from politician to media powerhouse has been one of bold moves, reinvention, and relentless influence. Over the years, he has left his mark on both politics and journalism, becoming a dominant force in shaping public discourse. His contributions haven't gone unnoticed. In 2016, he was inducted into the Cable Hall of Fame alongside his co-host and wife, Mika Brzezinski, an honor reserved for individuals who have made a lasting impact on the television industry. A year later, Harvard University recognized his contributions to journalism, awarding him a visiting fellowship at the Harvard Kennedy School's Institute of Politics. In 2018, his commitment to journalistic integrity earned him the Leonard Zeidenberg First Amendment Award, celebrating his role in defending free speech and the importance of a free press. But Scarborough's reach extends beyond television. Over the years, he has expanded into radio, political interviews, and even scripted television, proving that his influence goes beyond the newsroom. His ability to command attention, break down complex issues, and shape national debates has solidified his position as one of the most recognized media personalities today. Whether he's challenging politicians, analyzing elections, or delivering sharp commentary on the biggest issues of the day, his voice carries weight. Yet the question remains, what's next for Joe Scarborough? Could he take on an even bigger role in the media landscape, shaping political narratives in new ways? Or is there a possibility, no matter how distant, that he might return to the world of politics? His career has been defined by unexpected turns, and in a world where media and politics are more connected than ever, anything is possible. Only time will tell how Joe Scarborough's story will continue to unfold. Joe Scarborough's journey is one of ambition, reinvention, and relentless success. From his early days as a lawyer to his rise in national politics, he proved himself as a bold and strategic leader. When he stepped away from Congress, many thought his influence would fade. Instead, he